ELI language games, play and learn. This is a series of video tutorials on ELI games. In this video, we're going to present some examples of ELI games for grammar, revision and practice. Each game is available in 5 languages: English, French, German, Spanish and Italian. The games have different characteristics and can be divided into 4 categories: dominoes, bingos, card games, board games. First, a domino game. Let's party! A2 to B1 level. This is a variation of the traditional dominoes game. The language goals are learning and practice of frequently used tenses and vocabulary expansion. The box contains 48 domino cards, with an illustration on one side and a sentence on the other. The sentences describe activities related to a party. The verb in each sentence is always given in brackets in the infinitive form. Shuffle the cards and deal them out to the players. Depending on the player's language level, the teacher decides in which form the verbs will have to be conjugated. This can be in the present, past, future or continuous forms. The starting domino is blue. The player who owns it starts the game, placing it on the table. The teacher asks for the verb form. Play proceeds with the next player on the right, who matches the illustrated situation with the sentence. Cards can be matched on both sides of the sequence. Remember, the verb must be conjugated in the required tense and in the correct person and form. If a player has no connecting card, he or she must pass, declaring it pass. The first player to use up all of his or her cards is the winner. The teacher's booklet provides extra game ideas, curiosities about parties in the UK and typical party recipes. The instructions accompanying the game are also downloadable from our website too. Ready? Let's party! We now move on to a game in the bingo category. Verb Bingo. A1 level. The game is great for learning and revising basic vocabulary. The box contains a pack of 66 double-sided verb cards with an illustrated action on one side, the corresponding written verb on the other. 36 double-sided bingo boards, 6 illustrated actions on one side, the corresponding written verbs on the other. Verb Bingo is based on the traditional bingo and can be played in 4 different basic ways to match pictures and written verbs on cards and boards. Let's see, for instance, how a picture action game works. Players are given 1 board each. Verb cards are shuffled. The picture side of the bingo boards in front of the players is up. The teacher picks up a card and reads aloud the written verb, showing it to the class. To cry. Players who have the corresponding illustrated action on the boards can cover it with a token. To phone, to sing, etc., etc. The winner is the player who covers all the actions on his or her board first. The game instructions are very simple and are freely available to download from our website too. The teacher's booklet contains other game suggestions like groups, mystery action, storytelling, miming a story, and the complete list of verbs in the game. Next, a card game. The Great Verb Game, A2 to B1 level. The language goal of the game is learning to conjugate regular and irregular verbs. The box contains 100 cards of regular and irregular verbs in the infinitive, a set of 3 dice, 1 yellow die as a time indicator, 1 green die of personal pronouns, 1 red die with symbols indicating the sentence form, positive, negative or interrogative. Points are printed on each die face. Depending on the language level of the players, one can decide to include all or only some elements in the game. For instance, for an easy game, use only common regular verb cards, the personal pronouns die and the time indication die. Set aside irregular verb cards and the symbols die. Let's try! The players in turn choose 1 card and throw the 3 dice. To study, you, yesterday. Interrogative form. With the indications of the dice, a sentence is formulated. What about, did you study yesterday? If the sentence is correct, the player gets victory points, corresponding to the sum of the numbers appearing on the dice. The winner is the first player reaching 21 points. The teacher's booklet with the very easy instructions is freely available to download from our website too. It contains ideas for many other great verb games like charades, memory, checkers. It also contains the complete list of verbs used in the game, notes on the use of verb tenses and tables of regular and irregular verbs. The great verb game is for learners of all levels and age. Conjugating verbs? That's fun! Let's move on now to a board game, Preposition Island. A1 level. Language goals are the learning and practice of prepositions of place in sentences and general vocabulary expansion. The box contains a beautifully illustrated board of Preposition Island. The opposite side of the board is very useful for revising the prepositions. A pack of 66 cards. 58 illustrated character cards reproducing the characters with a sentence to locate them on the board. 8 preposition cards. 60 golden doubloons. Fold up the playing board. Place the 8 preposition cards face up, well visible on the table. Place the gold coins on a side. This is the treasure to hunt. Shuffle the character cards and place them face down on the table. Preposition Island can be played individually or in a team. Players take turns picking a character card. Once a card is picked, the player must look for the corresponding character on the board and then complete the related sentence using the right preposition. For each correct sentence, a golden doubloon is collected from the treasure. The game ends when there are no cards left in the deck. The winner is the player or team collecting the most doubloons. The teacher's booklet with the game rules is included in the box and also downloadable from the website. The booklet contains the solutions to the sentences and other ideas for extra fun activities like treasure hunt. All aboard! Let's sail to Preposition Island! ELI language games. The more you play, the more you learn.